Hey, we are back with more Ratchet and Clank. Yeah, so we started earlier today, first time getting into the game, and I liked how it started. I just did not have a lot of energy. I was very fatigued. It was a long start. It was a long day. So here we are, save slot 3. Yes. All right, here we go. And I'm a little concerned. The only downside to this, and it's not even a downside per se. Like I'm not critiquing the game for this, but I was kind of hoping it would be a little more basic, which sounds horrible to say, only because it can be hard if you have a game where it's like, okay, like right now, I've got basic melee attack. That's a no-brainer. The shooting attack, it's a little thing. You got to hit the triangle, then you get the circle. You got to do a little bit of the stuff. Then you got to do hold down right. Like, bottom line is there's a little more mechanics involved, which is what you want generally. But it does mean that if you step away for like a week, especially if you don't have enough muscle memory or anything, you haven't played it for long enough, when you step back, you are going to... It's going to take a second to remember what you're doing. So I was hoping to be able to do, like, I wanted to play Assassin's Creed 2 for the first time. And I think I might still do that, but I don't know if I want to mix and match here. That attack is my jam. That sounded horrible. That was so stupid. My jam, it's my jam. Welcome to NBA Jam. Wow. I am a force to be reckoned with. Alright, I was giving these guys a little too much credit. I was feeling very Dark Souls, like I needed to like be ready to do counters and stuff. It's really not that hard. Look how happy he is. He's like, hey, I'm doing the thing. And I am happy with you, Ratchet. I like being able to progress without... We have died quite a few times, don't get me wrong. But... I'm trying to remember where we need to go now. I think across the bridge, right? That seems like a logical... Yep. Where there are bad guys... There we must be. The only ones that gave us problem, these guys aren't that bad. I thought they would be very dangerous with their saw blade hands and all. The actual only danger is the ones that shoot at you. Because even though the projectiles are pretty darn slow, they tend to be quite deadly. Because when you're shooting, or like this attack, it does have a bit of a cooldown, so like you're committed to... I don't know. I'm trying to make it sound more complicated than it is. So that's fun. Don't need the blue ball because... Alright, let me remember if I can do this. Crouch. Okay. I mean, I feel like we started a considerable ways back. I thought we were further along than this. That's alright, though. It's not going to take too long to get there. And the great thing about this is you get to keep your bolts and your whatnot, so... You know, it's like, okay, it sucks to have to start a level over again, but you are... Like, these are used for purchases and upgrades, I'm sure. And... You know... Oh, these are the guys. But really all you gotta do is time your jump. Oh, no! And not do stupid things like that. Alright. Hey, buddy. Yeah. It does make a difference when you're playing tired and when you're not playing tired. I think this is like this. Yeah, maybe I should be like going for noon. Alright, so let me do this. Nope, that. Aha! Although I could be saving ammo and using my... Because I did run out of ammunition last time. And I'm actually almost out of ammunition this time. So I'm going to instead use that as my projectile. When I'm going to use a projectile at all, which... Right now I don't think I need it. Such is the fate of all cowards. Yeah. Infinitely easier. Perhaps I'm not as... I mean, I am a morning person, just maybe not a video game morning person. When I was younger, I did out of necessity, because you tried to sneak in some video game time before the parents woke up. So I used to sneak down. I didn't even... I'd wait until I got in the basement to even go to the bathroom, because I was afraid they'd wake up if I flushed the toilet. I mean, I'm sure they knew more than I would have liked to think they did when I was a kid, but... Alright, here's where I kept dying before, but not because it was really hard, but because I was being silly. Repeatedly. Please, alright. Alright. Ooh, that was actually a little closer than I thought. Oh. Dude, why'd you like I thought there was like a mini boss fight. Oh no, why? Why do I keep doing that? I just want to hit the boxes. I don't care if they're red or not. Glove of Doom ammo. Do I have a Glove of Doom? I don't remember if I bought the Glove of Doom or not. Let's see. I do not. They just keep lining up to die. Oh dang, I did not realize I was down to one orb. That's a little scary. Yeah, it's telling me to go up. I feel inclined to agree. Oh yes. Sweet, sweet blue ball. Thank you, blue orbs. Oh, there you go. He actually got a swing in. Didn't hit me, because I'm awesome. But he did get a swing in. Yeah. Gonna malign your superstructure there and your... Alright, alright. Feeling good about where we're at the moment. Oh boy, another jump. Alright. Should just be run. See, it scares me because it does let you fall a little bit. It's not like it's not like Link's glider where it just kind of picks up. What you gonna do? Are you gonna shoot at me? You gonna miss? Oh, you didn't miss. Oh, I'm being hit and I don't even know from where. I thought I got through that unscathed, but I did not. I need the blue ball, but... Oh, do I risk it? Oh, geez. Oh, this could be bad. Oh, I was gonna say, all he needed to do was get a lucky hit in and I'd be screwed. Alright. I am inclined... Normally I wouldn't, if I had all my balls I wouldn't do this, but I am inclined to do this. And this. Oh! There we go. And it looks like we got a new gun. Kind of. I found suck cannon.
Multiple enemies, then fire them out as high caliber missiles. Caution, enemies must be small enough to fit inside the barrel.
Okay. Macro! That was a gift, Macro. That was from Lagmeister. I tweaked it a little bit because it didn't have the official like logo, and Ratchet and Clank's faces looked a little wonky, but yeah, it was a gift, so I said I would use it, and I am grateful for the gift. It's a little different than the normal. What are you gonna do? It is going well, Macro. It is going well. I'm enjoying my Ratchet and Clankiness. Although it looks like that's going to be another thing that kind of stays on the... Okay, well. But good, man. How are you? Anything spectacular happening in your world, or... Oh, boy. I don't know if we're going to make this, but... See? Very, very ineffective. Very ineffective. Not a big fan. So maybe that's it? I don't know. Can we glide after that? Okay, we can glide after that. All right. Man. All right. Retro and Clanker ripped apart. I don't know if I don't think that's the subtitle. I think the first one didn't even have a subtitle. I don't think we got into the subtitles until the second and third, fourth and fifth and sixth entries. I'm hoping to make my way through the whole series. I mean, it is a nice light game. I feel like these age better than so many things. Like when they're not trying to be, like even Borderlands, like anytime you're not trying to be ultra realistic. That said, I was playing Modern Warfare on the PS3 and didn't look all that bad. Like from as a first person, like you're usually not getting close enough to guys to see them. So I think a lot of first person stuff can age pretty well too. Although you look at like the N64 PlayStation 1 series or era, those do not age well. Ugly as sin. So I streamed earlier today at like, what was it, 6 in the morning? No, 8 in the morning to like 10 or something. But then I was like really freaking tired because I didn't sleep the night before and I got up at like 5. So I went back to bed and then I just started streaming 15 minutes ago. You jerkface. Alright. We are getting up there in bolts. 6 to 7 in the morning. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, because I was going to wait until the evening like I do for, Fridays. But, I mean, I've admitted, like, I'm not great past 3 o'clock in the afternoon, especially with no nap if I'm just doing it. I function better in the morning until the early afternoon, and then... So I was like, well, if I'm just going to choose to play something and like, nobody's expecting anything, there's not like a scheduled time, how about I just play at a time that works for me? So I was like, all right, I'm feeling it right now. I'm gonna do it. I'm trying to take advantage of this because whatever job I end up with, I'm not gonna have this kind of flexibility. So I'm taking advantage of my unemployed period to darn you. Lagmeister's gift was AI, right? Oh yeah, yeah. He told it to do that. Gave it the prompts. I mean, there's no mistake. It definitely looks like AI. But yeah, I think he used Copilot, if I'm not mistaken. Oh no, gosh darn it. So maybe I should try saving. Alright, I'm gonna try this differently now. So, what did I say? Okay, that does work much better. Oh no! He got me. He got me. Well, then it wasn't a gift, it was just a friend going through the trouble that would normally take like 10 minutes max in your stead. Well, first of all, 10 minutes to do that kind of prompting, that's ridiculous. I mean, 2 minutes. But that's, I mean, if you want to break things down, most gifts are like that. It's a gift of time. It's a gift of, I mean, that'd be like saying, okay, somebody gave you a $10 gift card. That's, you know, a half hour of your work time. You know, it saved you, or, you know, or just any gift really. Like, let's say it was art. It'd say, okay, well, then it was a gift. It wasn't a gift. It was just a friend going through the trouble that would take, let's say, 2 hours. Let's say a really good artist could do that. No, you're absolutely right about that, though, Macro. And I told him, like, there is a distinct difference. I've found out myself. Like, if you just chat GBT, I think you get like 2 or 3 images a day. Those are pretty darn good. I've gotten some good results just from the latest chat GBT. It does really well. But yeah, Stable Diffusion. I mean, there's definitely better stuff out there. Some of it you have to pay for. I'm not really sure how many models, you know, are free. They're limited free, but I appreciated the thought, you know. It's kind of like what you were saying the other day. I mean, granted, whoa! You know, it was more like, okay, you know, he you know, put in the time. And really, I don't know. Like for people who resent AI, they don't care if it's good or not. They're not like, oh, AI is cool as long as it looks really good. It's like, no, if you're using AI at all, you're horrible. You're a wretched human being. So I'm like, well, it's good enough for me. Like, I wouldn't go out of my way to do it just because. What, you want some of this? You want some of this, huh? You know what? Just wait till I get in range. Yeah. Oh, it so sucks. It sucks. Oh, heck yeah. I got all 4 on my blue balls. But I think Stable Diffusion, I think you can get some free stuff. There's, what is it? There's one called IMG to IMG, and I like it because it's 1.5 credits per image. They do a pretty good job. I've had, I mean, depending what you ask for. I mean, there's some AI you can tell what somebody wanted the AI to do, because I've tried to get it to do it as well, and you're like, okay, that's the result you get when you tell it to do something. It doesn't really understand like putting, like, positioning your arms like behind your head, or like anytime it's going to lose sight of a limb, it's like, I don't know what to do. And so it puts it in weird positions, or turns the thing around. You're like, no. So from the front, just like hands behind the head, like reclining. Sometimes it gets it, sometimes it doesn't. But like IMG to IMG, you get, it's 1, 2, and then 3 credits per day. And then I think it just stays at 3. Like as long as you don't miss a day, you log in. And you can it's not free, but you can accumulate the means just by playing. It's kind of, it's kind of like earning skins or whatever in a game. You can just get it from All right, let's try this again. So we go up. Nope, that's not it. Up. Nope, that's not it. Up. There it is. That's the ticket. Are you still working in editing for that company? No. In fact, they've decided to, because I pretty much caught us up. We had a backlog for a long time, and I've more or less caught us up. And so they decided, from a company standpoint, like financially, they've got some guys that are like they're full time. They're already working full time, but they don't really have full time hours or enough work for that. So he's like, I just want you to train them so they can do what you do, and then that'll be it. Well, that's what I'm saying. Got to get another job because now there isn't even the incremental freelance that I had. That's gone now too. So, which is fine. It's actually a blessing because I kind of, the editing has been good. Oh, why did I do that? That was stupid. The editing has been good to me. You want some? I mean, they essentially, yeah, they want me to. I mean, look, to be honest, if I can train somebody to do what I'm doing now, granted, when I told them what I was doing, and what I do is very basic, very very basic editing for that company. Now, granted, they did say, hey, we may need a few sessions. It was like a 2-hour session, and they were asking for more. That's if you don't have any experience whatsoever, it'll take you that long. But like, when you see like YouTube videos that are edited really well, they've got all these graphics and cool effects. You can't teach somebody to do that in like a week. It would take you a lot longer, and then you got all the kind of troubleshooting and everything. So, I don't know. Like for me, I look at it and go, yeah, if it's something I could teach somebody within 6 hours to do what I do, it's not a job that's like, I don't know. To say AI could probably do my job at this point, or do the job that I was doing. That kind of editing, AI could do that no problem. And I'm not saying that as that it should or that'd be right. It's just it's not a very high skill. All right, so I think we just do land it. Yes. How old are these people you're teaching? One of them is my age, it looks like. The other one is probably mid-20s, I think. And he's actually from Russia. Like, it's crazy, man. He came over here. He's first generation. His parents moved over here when he was like 5. He's 24 now. He just got his citizenship like 4 years ago. Like, it is a crazy, crazy process. But, yeah, he's a cool dude. And like he does. Oh, see, I don't know that we're gonna be able to make that jump. I don't feel good about this. Okay, all right, we barely made it. Barely made that. But yeah, he's got, and so it blows my mind because when I was teaching him, I thought they were gonna pick up on it just like that because I know him. He already does that kind of it, or he already does editing. But I mean, linear timeline editing is different than graphics. I think it's easier by far. It's easier to teach somebody what I'm doing than for him to teach me what he does.
Hi there,
Blaster
Fuzzball.
ammo. I mean, I guess I can go ahead and buy the Glove of Doom. The Power Glove. It's so rad. Or bad. Alright, I want to see what this does. Oh, interesting. Okay, and I don't have many of those. Whatever they do, I don't know what they do, but they're doing it. So we're going to change out of that, I guess. Oh, wait. I could probably buy some Glove of Doom ammo, right?
I got some great bargains for you today.
Do you now? Oh, you can only have so many. Okay. Well, I mean, I know you can have so many. You can't have very many, is what I should say. All right, so... Ironic that you were learning Russian before. It was. I didn't get very far. So, like, actually, I think that when I was talking to you about it, that was like the last time that I had tried it or done anything with it. So... But yeah, it was... Oh, man, we're all the way back at the ship? We went in a big loop. Oh, man. All right. View missions. Confront Robot Lieutenant. Okay. So, I've explored all the... So, I need to go to the right? No. No, stop it. Apparently it's in here. I need to open that somehow. The heck? So yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I'm facing... Yep, that's where I need to go. But... Ah, maybe up, up, and away. Aha! Oh, nope, dag nabbit. That's all well and good, but... I mean, I guess I can still go this way.
You'll need a Gadgetron trespasser to get past this security door. Unfortunately, our scans do not show a trespasser available on this planet.
Okay, so I now have to go to another planet to get a trespasser. So I can get through that door. Because I don't think there's any way... I'm guessing... I mean, I've explored just about everywhere. Unless... I'm going to go for that one blob of gray. So it's not too far. And the crazy thing is, like, Macro, like his parents, like, happily, they've taught him both Russian and English, but, like, you wouldn't know that he is, he had, like, no accent or anything. You can't, there's really no... My plans for employment, I have none. Unfortunately, all I know now is the jobs that I don't want because they're the jobs that I've done in the past. So trying to find a job that I do want, that is going to be harder. But chances are I'm just going to end up getting... Like, what I usually do is just get a crappy, piss-poor job that pays the bills at the outset. What does this do? Hi-ya! Hi-ya! Weird. Well, that's the blob. Alright, so I've explored everything that I can explore. Those are both marked or blocked off by doors. So yeah, I can't get to him, I don't think. Ah, explore the waterworks. I did not do that on planet Novalius. That might be where I get the answer to my problems. It's kind of lonely here. Why would anyone hate Ratchet and Clank? Cruel world. Well, it is an odd time. It wasn't announced. I literally just started the stream. Like, I just did everything. And, or just kind of spontaneous. And, yeah, I mean, so anybody in the States pretty much who has a job is working right now. And it's about the end of the workday overseas, but depending. Like, we usually start I usually start at 4 o'clock. So, Yeah, so this isn't even like a normal time. Mastership? So what is mastership? What do you mean by mastership? Because I'm not familiar with that. I mean, aside from the idea that you become a master or a professional at something after like, what, 700 hours or 14,000 hours or something ridiculous like that. 10,000 hours, but I'm not sure. So I would like to answer the question, but I'm not entirely sure what you're referring to. Okay, search them thoroughly before they're ripped from the planet. Okay. So I'm going to see if I can go to the right. No, stop it. Oh. Yeah, that's exactly where I need to go. It is 2:30 in the afternoon for me, or as they would say, military time, 14:30. Mastership teaching someone a craft, like editing. Oh, okay. I mean, I don't know, because they said they were going to need several more sessions, but I have not heard back. So, I would say probably no more, feasibly, maybe 3 or 4 more hours, and then, which will make like 7 total. And then, probably like a week or 2 of like just being available if they have questions or there's an issue or something else comes up. Make sure that I've passed the torch, as it were, to all the different people involved. Like I got to give them the communication so that they can get the downloads each month and all that kind of stuff. Well, these guys are bigger. But they're not better. Is this going to blow me up? Does it hurt? It's interesting. Your mother was a snowblower. Estimate? Yeah, that's roughly. I would imagine based on the feedback I was getting from them, how much they seem to know or need to know. I would say it's probably another 3 hours. That's not official. We were only scheduled to do an hour last time, and we did 2. So yeah, I don't know. It's I don't know if we should go down there. We can. It's not going to hurt anything. Oh, we can actually go under, though. No, we can't. Rise, my friend. What you got for me? What's going on up here? Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, I did actually need that. I barely made that jump without it. So have you figured out what you're going to do with your life, Macro? What career field you want to go into? Interesting. Okay, so I got to get up. Oh, there we go. There we go. Woo. Okay. That was silly. He's so sprightly. So basically, when do you think they'll give you your final paycheck? Oh, it'll be this will be my last month. So I bill them monthly. So this will be whatever. It's going to be nothing. It'll be like a $100 paycheck or something for the month. That's why. So by the end of this month, I would like to at least have to be gainfully to have, like, even if I'm not starting just yet, like, hey, your start date is blah blah blah. By month's end, that would be ideal, because this is the last month.
Blast it!
Look, plumber's crack.
What did you just say?
I said, look, the plumber's back.
All right, wise guy. Shouldn't you be on one of them escape transports?
Escape transports?
Newsflash, giant robots attacking. The escape transports are taking all the rich folks off this god-darn planet.
So why aren't you on one?
Socioeconomic disparity.
What?
He hasn't got enough bolts.
Working people have to wait for Captain Quark to save us.
Well, got anything worth a lot of bolts?
I got this thing. Shows two weirdos ditching their ship. It's got coordinates to a desert planet, too.
An infobot. Ratchet, we could use that.
Geronimo!
Did he just slide down a sewer pipe?
He did.
Mayday. This is the solar ship.
I was doing.
We seem to be
Well, hang
under
on.
attack from the planet's surface.
Relax, kid. It looks like some sort of fireworks display. Probably in your honor.
Whoa! That was close. Ah!
Pipe down, I can't concentrate.
But we've been hit.
An unexpected detour. When we land, I'll see if I can scare up an exhibition for you.
We're not gonna live that long.
Kid, let's M-screen.
Eject! Eject!
Did you see that guy on the left? That was Skid McMarks.
Does he know Captain Quark?
I doubt it. He's a pro hoverboarder, always going off about how cool he is.
Looks like he's in trouble.
I'll say. I've never seen him look so freaked out.
The question is, are Clank's hands that big, like, organically, or are those just the gloves? And his hands are like tiny little hands, or normal-sized hands in the glove, and he articulates them with electronics or something. Because his feet are bigger, but they're not that big, so it wouldn't stand to reason that his hands are just ridiculously ginormous like that. I mean, I guess we'll never know.
To enter look-around mode, press and hold the L1 button. You can also use your weapons and your wrench in this mode.
Yes, I know. Nice lady. Me, I got many options, I think, but I'll make do with what I have. Don't worry about me. Well, I mean, it wasn't worry, Macro. I was just curious, like, what sparks your interest. I could have sworn I've asked you this before, but I don't recall the answer, much to my chagrin. But, like, what do you want to do? Oh, no, I think you did. Yeah, we had talked about it. Like, you wanted to do streaming or gaming or something, but the equipment in order to do that is incredibly pricey and kind of out of reason right now. Wait a minute. I came from here, didn't I? Yes, I did. Is there anything else here? And we saw the guy surfing down the sewer pipe, so I guess... Geronimo! Woo! Woohoo! Oh, and that just put us right. Okay, cool. So that was kind of like Skyrim's version of. Yeah. Oh wait, did we explore the water? I think we explored the waterway, right? We did. Okay. Now we go to this. Dandy Tesuiga. Holy cow. What up? First, yes it is, sir. Yes it is, Dandy. I'm pleased to say that I'm enjoying it. I have tried new games that I haven't quite taken to, but I do enjoy this one. But yes, it is my first Ratchet and Clank experience ever. Wait, what? No, I wanted to leave. I wanted to leave the planet. Go to another planet. One that is not this one. Didn't we just discover a new planet? I think we did. Alright. Novalis, Kerwin. Okay. Yep, that's what I want. Locate Skid McCarks. Find Skid's agent. Let's go. Let's go. You didn't tell me how long you were at your company. I wasn't at the company. That's what I'm saying. Like, I was a contractor, but I worked with them for about a year and a half. About a year and a half, yeah. Alright, well, this is a dreary looking place. Alright, might as well check, see what I'm trying to do here again. View missions. Locate Skid, find Skid's agent. Okay, that's who these guys are. Alright. And there's my ship. If I go to the right. Oh. Oh no. Good to know that there be quicksand or something akin to it. Not conducive to staying alive. Can I make that jump? I don't know. What's up here? Alright. Let's see. Boom, shakalaka. Worst pyro ever. I'm just glad they don't blow up. Oh, hey, little grubby things. Little shark. You know what they remind me of? Y'all are nobody's old enough to remember this. But back in the day, there was a thing called Teddy Ruxpin, and they had these little. I can't remember what they were called. They weren't fobs. Fobs were the nice ones. But like, there was a character called. Oh dang! I don't remember his name. Dang, it's been a while. But they look like one of those. That was the least helpful, the least informative thing I could have told anybody other than it had to do with Teddy Ruxpin. Oh, they remind me of that. They don't look exactly like him, but they kind of look like that. Now I'm curious what his name was. No! There's the blow. That's alright. We got our our blue balls now are refilled. What's this? Is this a transport? It is a transport. Up we go. Alright, let me just see where I'm at. Alright, I've gone in the complete other direction, but there is one question mark up here, so I am going to... Oh, crapola. I don't think we're gonna... Oh, good. We're not gonna die. Oh, wait, we got our little gadget thingy. We got our thing. Our... hook shot, essentially. Whee! Ha ha! I remembered a thing! Yay for remembering things. Yeah, this is just fun. Like I said, this is like the Lego Star Wars or the Lego series, but just like 1,000 times more involved, which is perfect. That's a nice balance.
You can use the
Oh!
to control the camera. If you'd like, you can reverse your camera controls. Just select camera from the options.
Oh no. Oh, I'm not dead. I'm not auto dead. I'm dead. Nice. I'm glad to hear you're liking it so far. The first game gets pretty tough because of the lack of auto tracking. Yes. Okay. That's thank you, Dandy, because that was I remembered. So Carlos is a friend of mine who's a big fan of the game. He's the one who told me told me about it and, you know, said, I think you'd really like this series. And he did say the first one is hard because, and then I don't remember exactly why, because at the time I hadn't bought it. I wasn't even looking into it. So I was like, you know, I'll get to it at some point. I'm sure I'll figure something out. So I wasn't really paying attention, but I remembered him saying it's a little rough because of some of the mechanics aren't ironed out. And I have found it a little frustrating where it's like, you get that little green indicator and then you start shooting, and sometimes it seems like it locks on and sometimes it goes all over the place. So I found the shooting to be the least consistent aspect of the controls. It's good to know that is the part that is that gets refined in later iterations. So that is encouraging. So yeah, I will. I mean, it's good if they're stationary targets, but I love the physics of the classic. Well, hopefully I don't change it too much in the new ones. The later games have way better combat, yeah, and I think generally REC1 is a bit harder than 2 or 3. No kidding, really? Okay. Well, I know somebody said it gets the second half of it is a little harder than the first, because this hasn't been. I mean, obviously I've been dying. Like, it hasn't been a breeze, but it hasn't been like hyper difficult either, which I'm not complaining about. I like to enjoy games, and so if the difficulty gets to a point where I'm not really having fun and it's more just like it's just the challenge, that's when I start to struggle. So this is a nice blend where it's not cake, but it's not prohibitively difficult. But yeah, it's just fun to explore and to push buttons. Like that's the whole thing. All right. Oh no! Get back on the platform! Get back on the platform! Okay, I don't think I'm going the right way anymore. Did I even find? I did not find it. I was in the area, but I did. Oh, because I fell off the bridge. That's why. All right, let's try that again. Wait, am I going the right way? Yes. To the left. I'm really bad with directions in case that has not been made abundantly clear. The first game has some rough edges for sure, but it all gets rounded out for the second game. There's a big debate as to whether RNC 2 or 3 is the best of the original trilogy. Well, I will be happy to weigh in on that, hopefully, soon, as I make my way towards that end. I mean, obviously the first one had to be, well, yeah, I would say that's probably true. Like, the first one had to be good enough, and I would say it is, so far, to warrant a sequel. Like, if it just was absolute crap, they wouldn't have got it, so, which nobody's saying it was crap, they're just saying it needs refinement. It needed refinement, and it got refinement, apparently. All right, so this is, oh, right, we're back to this. Whee! I was saying how refreshing and surprising it was being somebody who mostly played Nintendo growing up, and even the newest, the more recent iterations, to actually have voiceovers. Like that's not something like when Clank said something. Ooh, that's where I messed up before. Glad I did not make the same mistake twice. So that's been a nice. The performative element of it has been good, and they're good too. It's not like Mega Man. Was it Mega Man 5 or 6? Like Dr. Wawi. Come on, Mega Man. We have to fight Dr. Wawi. It's like, oh, let's just not have the voiceover if that's what you're gonna do with it, please. Oh, is it gonna be a chain reaction? It is. I knew it, and I couldn't adjust in time. All right, do we have? Okay, we have. I gotta be getting close. It's not really hard to the point where you're gonna be stuck for hours. That's unexpected. That's my only beef. Like when there are games where if I have to look at a walkthrough. Now, granted, I'm not a genius, so just because I have to look at a walkthrough doesn't necessarily mean that it's a hard game. It just means that I get out of there. It just means that for me, it wasn't obvious where to go. But there are some times where I'm like, I'll see the solution and I'll be like, come on, man, how am I supposed to figure that out? Like, that didn't make any sense. There's no precedent to it. So I don't mind having a little bit of a hiccup or having some difficulty. I just don't want to get completely stuck. All right, so let me see. We are in the area with the question mark. We need to go to our left. All right, let's just take it as we go. Oh, okay. A little... This doesn't feel good. All right, I'm going to leave those alone because I don't need any more health right now, so I'm not going to risk it. Where is... I think that's my goal right in front of me. It is. Wait, no. Screw it. This is where the yellow balls are leading me. This is where I must go. Yeah, and the control, like, it's like just like with 2D platforming, the controls are everything. And it does control very well. The strafing is a little odd, but like the movements, everything is very, it feels very good to play. Ooh. I got a thingy. Now that looks a little more like a the Trespasser. That sounds.
Laser technology. The Gadgetron Trespasser is guaranteed to work on Gadgetron's line of Invinso lock security doors.
Hey! Okay, all right. We got exactly what we came here for.
Lasers are mounted on each ring of the Invinso lock. Aim the lasers at the receptors on the outside ring to turn them green. All receptors must be green before the Invinso lock will open.
All right. Wait, what? Okay. So I got that.
Use the left analog stick to control the Trespasser. Push up and down to select which ring is active. Push left and right to rotate the
Oh, okay, there we go. Whoa, no. Okay. I'm clearly missing. Okay. This game is pretty rough on some of the checkpoints. Yes, that is very true. It was very... Oh. The amount of progress you lose, especially if you have to, if you leave the game and come back, is kind of unfortunate. Oh gosh, no! Alright, well... No fall damage, no worries. Alright, so we got the main thing we came here for, because that's going to allow us to get to the objective on the other planet. But there's still things to get here, so I don't think I should leave just yet. Although my progress may be halted for reasons beyond my control. Fly like an eagle. I love the series. Can't wait until we get a new one, though. It'll be a while. Still, Insomniac still has some... Wolverine. Oh, they're the ones doing... Oh, they do all those games, huh? Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I'm okay if we give things a little time to breathe. Like there are just times where it seems like the trend is people aren't quite understanding of the original, like what makes the original work. And so you get people that probably shouldn't be making sequels, ideally. So like I'd be okay if we wait till, maybe some... Okay, so I got there before. Good. I mean, like, how was the new? Wasn't there one released in like 2015 or something? Was that the latest one? Was that good? All right, I need to get over there. But I think this is what I took. This is the very beginning. Oh, it is. Yeah, because when I got out into the beginning of the... Whoa, what's camera doing? What are you doing, camera? Okay. Okay, hey, there's stuff to kill, so let's go. True, the first game isn't difficult exactly, but it's so hard to grind for bolts. You should do the one glitch to farm bolts while you sleep. Wait, what? That I haven't heard. I mean, I'll be honest, so far, I mean, I guess we haven't gotten too far into it, but it's actually been pretty, like, every time we've needed them, they've been there. Maybe it's because I keep dying a lot, and so every time I restart, I get to go after bolts again, but so far... Like, do things get prohibitively more expensive? I mean, the last gun we bought was like $7,500, which isn't bad at all. What is that? Oh. You are limited, my friend. You must die. Oh, I'm already maxed out on the whatever those things are, the glove of death, or what it's called, the power glove. Or, is that? Okay, that's just a rendering issue. A little Uncharted action here. That's what I want to play that again too. It's been like years since I played the first one, or any of them actually. There's much to play, much to do. My guy, I like your vibe, so I'm going to sub. Oh, nice! I will not backseat game or give spoilers, but if you ever need help or have questions, feel free to ask. Gamer knowledge is meant to be shared. Indeed it is, Dandy. I don't know how old you are. Not that it necessarily matters, but like I grew up like on the Nintendo. I'm 45, so I grew up with the Nintendo, and like schoolyard stuff, you know, like it was whether it was on the bus, playground, you were always talking about, oh, hey, I beat such and such game, or I got here, oh, you know, how do you get there? So I grew up with that kind of socialized bequeathing of information. In fact, the only reason why I beat Mario 1 or knew how to beat the final castle in Mario 1 is because I had a friend actually walk me through it back when I watched him play. And so when I finally got the system, was able to play it, I knew how to go there. So I appreciate the subscription, Danny. Thank you very, very much. Greatly appreciate it. Happy to have you here. And yeah, happy to have a knowledgeable mind here. Somebody who knows. I will say though, I am not an amazing gamer. You will either find that out or have found that out by now. And it's made I made to look worse by the streaming aspect of it, the talking and playing at the same time. I'm not particularly amazing, so there may be some frustration there. Just as a warning. Be like, dude, how could you not figure that out, or how could you not see that? Oh, here we go.
No signal whatsoever. This downtime is killing me.
Do you need medical attention, sir?
Don't be so literal, son. The problem is I'm stranded on this backwater planet and my star client is nowhere to be found.
Hey, we saw you on that info bot. You're Skid's agent.
Was Skid's agent. Haven't seen him since our ship crashed. And an agent without a client is like a flea without a dog. Say, you look like an athletic kid. If you can bring back the championship prize from the hoverboard races in Blackwater City, I'll make you my next star.
We have no time for trivial matters, sir.
Pipe down, Clank.
Be the next Skid McMarks.
Skid marks. Bring the prize from Heavy Land Races. Cool. All right. I don't know. Do you guys? I have not figured out what this thing is yet. Is this something I need to figure out? Is it something I should know? This little doofloppy here. The I could probably look. The collection doesn't come with literature. At least the version I got didn't. But I do have the originals. I can look through the manual if. So is that my mission here on this planet? It is. Okay, so I got to locate Skid, and all right. No. An enemy damage scaling later on makes you feel the heat. Oh, okay. All right. I think they released the last one in like 2022. Oh, man. Okay, that's what okay. Ratchet Clank 1, 2, 3, and 4 were all released from 2002 to 2005. Often the devs have had less than a year to crank. Yeah. Yeah, I think the first 3 were all done like a year apart. Like when you look at the release date, it was like 02, 03, 04, something like that. Insomniac also made the PlayStation 1 Spyro games. Yes, yep. Early 30s, so I was younger before the internet really blew up. Early 30s. So 90... 92, 93? Okay, so yeah, so you were alive right before, because I think it was like 98, 99 was when you started seeing like dial-up in a lot of people's houses. At least in my world, not everybody. We didn't have a lot of the wealthier folks. What does this do? Oh. Well, that's mighty convenient. Nice. Now I'm here. I don't think we need anything.
Hi there, Fuzzball.
You know, screw you,
Oh,
dude.
that's a nice one.
I'm good. Oh, I'm back at my ship. What the hey? I guess that's a shortcut. All right. I need to go to my left. And I'm not very good with navigation. Okay, here we go. The map is very, very helpful. Games that don't give me maps, I can have a hard time. Oh, we found...
It's him, Skid McMarks.
There you
Man
go.
from the infobot.
In the flesh, little dude. You guys get a load of that epic space battle I was in?
We saw you, screaming for help.
That was like a war cry. My agent and I got ambushed on the way to hoverboard practice.
Did he survive the crash, sir?
He's okay, but I've had a little trouble getting back to my ship due to my sprained ankle.
Oh, come on.
If you can take out all the sand sharks, I just might have a spare hoverboard for you.
We'd love to help you, Mr. McMarks, but Ratchet and I need to find Captain...
One of your boards? I've always wanted a decent hoverboard. Well, alright. You just keep that foot elevated.
Nice. A little bit of doctor's advice there. A little bit of medical advice from Ratchet. Oh, you know what? You guys are feisty, huh? Cut yourself some slack. Everyone has to learn at some point, whether you're 5 or 45. You're doing great. Thank you, Dandy. I appreciate that. I'm only saying that because almost everybody who recommends that I play one of the games, when I play it, they're like, they do. They're just like, dude, how are you missing that? Or how did you miss that? You know, if they've played it and beat it, then it strikes them as odd that I can't. So I'm just trying to condition you. Just we got a golden thingy blooper in there, and we are down to 1 blue ball. I have only got 1 blue ball. I need more blue balls. Need to find more blue balls. Oh, this is bad news. Oh, bad news. I might not risk it. Let's do this. Oh no! No, no, no! Can I blow them up when they're under? Oh, this is not having the effect I was hoping it would. Oh, run for your life, Ratchet! Run for your life! Skedaddle! Scram! Alright, we're gonna try the blaster. Need a little bit of ranged weapon, ranged attack here. Oh gosh! Ah! No! No! Don't want to die. Don't want to die. Don't want to die. I need another blue ball. That's... Oh, gosh. Oh, there's so many more of them. Yes! Oh, crap. Yeah, see, that's a little weird, but that's okay. We got a blue ball. 2 blue balls. The little things on the ground can be used once you acquire. Okay, good to know. Good to know, Dandy. Thank you. All right. I figured since I couldn't interact with it, the little lady's voice wasn't coming on and telling me. I'm 18, so I grew up playing these games. Some of the first ones I played. Nice. So you're lucky, Unexpected. So for me, if you grew up in the Nintendo or Super Nintendo era, it was kind of a sweet spot. Like you got like the best that 2D gaming could offer. And that's what you kind of fell in love with, especially like the Super Nintendo, Sega, Genesis. The folks who grew up in PlayStation 1 and N64, it's unfortunate because they got like the Atari version. So what Atari was for 2D, Atari was like the prototype. Like, hey, here's 2D gaming at home. But it wasn't great. It was pretty rough looking. It got the basics and it got better as it went, but it was still pretty rough because it was proving out new technology. The N64, PlayStation 1 era were also proving out very roughly 3-dimensional gaming. So a lot of folks I know that grew up with that, they love it because that's what they grew up with, but it's some of the harder stuff for me to get into just because it's so gosh darn fugly. Whereas like if you grew up with PlayStation 2 or beyond, I feel like you got the best of both worlds. You got like, I was so crazy how many games on the PlayStation 1, 2, and 3, how many great games there are. I mean, it's just a ridiculous amount. And I'm just now getting into it. All right, so I need to kill 45 of these guys. I only have 2 balls though. I don't feel like I can go completely ham. Oh, is that another one? That is another one. Let us go. Now, hopefully I don't lose a ball getting there. Oh no. Oh, he spits them out. I got you. Okay. All right. Well, I mean, fortunately, like I felt so bad. Like there were a couple friends who recommended Dark Souls 2. Not my jam. Aesthetically, gameplay style. The fact that they don't even tell you how to do like half the mechanical stuff. Like here, you have a nice friendly lady voice telling you, like, hey, to swim to the surface, hold down X, don't tap it. Like, that's good, because I wouldn't have known to do that. I kept trying to tap it, and it was taking a long time for me to get in here. Okay, now that I have my 4 balls, they don't seem to be able to touch me, but they seem to be a legitimate threat not too long ago. I'm something of a badass myself. My history with Ratchet and Clank is complicated, but the original 4 PlayStation 2 games, technically, the first game is the last one I beat because I could never beat the final. Oh, really? This one? This is the last one you beat? I wanted to, because I mean, I figure if I'm going to go through the whole series, I might as well start at the beginning. And like you guys said, the everything gets better, it gets more polished as you go. So I figured I'd play the hardest one, at least for the control perspective, and then I can just enjoy grow with the game versus starting off with. So apparently the final boss here is very difficult, is what I'm hearing. I am unstoppable. It just feels good to play. That's the key. It's just fun to push the buttons. Oh. Glorious nuts and bolts. Alright, now I just gotta remember where what's-his-face is. Oh, well, we got a few more sharks to kill. And yeah, we gotta get in there. That's interesting. I'm fairly certain there's not going to be an easy way to do this. It's a This is definitely the platformer era, so if you play different Nintendo games like Zelda, your gamer knowledge should kick in. Look for walls that don't quite look right, different colors. I did that! You missed it, Dandy! You missed it! Like, there was a discolored part of the wall. Like, I can't remember where it was, not too long ago. So I did the thing, which is, I'm gonna try it now, which is the bomb thing. And I threw them and nothing happened. And then I realized there were a bunch of discolorations like that. It wasn't unique, so... But I actually bemoaned that same thing. I was like, dang it, if this was Zelda, that would have been a cracked door. Alright. I thought maybe that was another way in. Well, the other thing, too, is like you were saying, there's that little device that you said you can interact with that when you get you have to get another gadget or something to interact with it. Like, I don't know right now when I look at this, like, okay, is this something that I should be able to get through now, or is this you need some kind of weapon? I mean, all I can do is just try everything I have. I'm not gonna try the Doom Glove though. Trespasser? That doesn't make any sense. It definitely is it's a locking mechanism. So this might just be something that I have to come back to. Suck cannon, that's what I was thinking of. Thought maybe I could suck something from... Oh, I could have been sucking those sharks, couldn't I? Probably. Alright, I'm trying to see if there's another way. Like, that could just be like, this. We're not supposed to go through here. This is just like showing me, hey, there's something in there. Lots of hidden stuff. Carlos, welcome back. I told you, man, I was getting tired, so I had to stop because I wasn't having fun, not because of the game. I was just tired. Oh, I haven't killed all the dagnabbit. Oh no, do I? Come on, 2 more. Just give me 2 more. Oh, darn me and my efficiency. I killed them all. Not just the men, but the women and children too. How did he know? Anakin, like, it's nighttime and they're all covered up. How the heck, other than some are smaller than others, how the heck would he know he was killing the women and children? Well, I'm sure there are more of them out there. I can't farm them here anymore. I'll have to venture forth a little bit. I'll be right back, dude. Oh, wait, maybe there's some more over here? No. Okay. Alright. Come on, sand sharks. Come on, you little turd muffins. Come on out. Uncle Ratchet wants to smack you with a projectile of some kind. Or actually try his vacuum on you. That'd be kind of cool. Come on. Huh. Alright. Well, one thing at a time. I gotta... Seriously? I could have sworn I saw there were a bunch of sharks around. The final boss is just a really long fight, I think. That's why it's so hard. The lack of health in this game really... Okay, I was going to ask if you can get more blue balls. Because it seems like 4 is kind of light. I would like to get more, but I didn't know if that was one of the upgrades you can get or not. Alright, so here's the question. Where... Like, I don't want to have to leave the planet and come back, but I feel like I killed the spawning grounds for those little guys, and that was a mistake. Can't believe I did it with only 2 left. That was ridiculous. Just giving it a little more time. I mean, I do appreciate just not infinite spawning, but at a time like this, I really wouldn't mind a few more spawns. I'm pretty sure I've screwed myself. Maybe up. No, I think I killed the one up there too. Shapoopy! Shapoopy! There's got to be more. There's got to be more. Come on. Yes! Aha! We got there. We got there.
Here, man. Catch.
A brand new Z3000. You can't even buy these.
Well, I got a bail. Catch you dudes at the hoverboard.
Check on top of the rock structure in the middle for the last stand check, maybe. Danny, I appreciate the. Oh,
Use your new hoverboard at the racetrack in Blackwater City on Planet Rilgar.
gotcha. Okay. I appreciate the. I was playing. I was playing a game with some friends. They'd played it like 3 or 4 times, and so it was all co-op. But it was my first time playing, and so they're like, "Dude, go anywhere, explore, do whatever you want." And then I'd start, and they'd be like, "Hey, maybe you don't want to go over there," or "Hey, what's over here?" Or "Hey, this looks kind of interesting." So it just reminds me of that, Dandy. Just the maybe if you look up there, maybe. But I'm glad I got there. I was seeing the text rolling up. I'm like, let me see if I can figure this out before I hit a dead end. And so I'm glad we got there. Still hoping for a Spyro 4 announcement soon. Fingers crossed. And the final boss in this game isn't horrible, but you definitely got to lock in. Final boss in most every other game is like cakewalk compared. Oh, no kidding. Well, that is a bit of a bummer. I don't like difficulty spikes in general. Like I was playing, what was it? Oh wait, let me see where am I at mission wise here. Bring prize to agent. Okay, so I got to go to Rilgar. And of course, I know there's a golden bolt here, but I don't quite know how to get it. There's my ship. Woo-hee. They did my boy Clank dirty with that device, though. I mean, come on. They could have had, like, hover jets or something. They gave him freaking helicopter blades. It's embarrassing. Star Wars fan. Hello there. Yes, Dandy, although I will say... Oh, you can access a golden bolt. Just got to find the way in. Okay, you know what? Then let me give that a quick look. See if I can sort that out. So I was a diehard. Like I had a Star Wars Christmas where all I got was Star Wars stuff, for the original trilogy. And even then, not so much New Hope as Jedi and Empire. I love the expanded universe. I read those right up until about 1999. The prequels hit me pretty hard, though. I'm not gonna lie. I was excited for them. I was rooting for them, and I remember coming out of the theater just going, "What did I just? Oh, dang it! I thought that was it. Like, why? You have 90 minutes, or you have 9 hours. Well, 6 hours in theory." With a little change, to tell this legendary story of the tragic rise and fall of a character. Why on earth would you start him as an 8-year-old with no agency who is almost just comedic relief, and especially knowing it's very hard to find really, really good child actors. So admittedly, my affection for Star Wars kind of waned. I still love the original trilogy. It was a huge part of my childhood growing up. And I completely geeked out, memorized the movies and everything. But like, I didn't mind the first season or two of Mando. Rogue One, kind of milquetoast. It wasn't particularly bad. The final sequence really brought it home with Vader on doing the open up a can on the Corvette. All right. But yeah, so I should put it this way: Star Wars passed me by at about the turn of the century. Okay, so in theory, up or over or around. Let me take a look here. All right, there is a way in, maybe. Huh. That's interesting. Oh, you know what? Nope. Okay. I don't think it's over here either. Just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Can't jump up. Oh, there is a crack. There's a crevasse. Alright, there might be something there. But I already tried the bomb glove, and it did not. Whoa, did I not? I guess I didn't. Alright, well. Behold my big brain! I don't know what that did for me, but I did acquire the gold bolt. Don't worship me, I am immortal just like all of you. I just happen to have a big, mighty brain. I gotta take my wins when I can get them. I probably won't have many going forward. There's a wall somewhere to break. You can get there from here. Dandy, I think I just got your hello there. Little Obi-Wan greeting. I have to go now, but I might hopefully be back another time if I catch you streaming. Subbed. Awesome. Unexpected. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And yeah, I don't have a locked-in time for this yet. As I was telling everybody, I'm kind of in a period of unemployment right now, so this is not going to be... I'm not going to have ultimate flexibility, but feels like around noon or 1, which, I mean, that's in the smack dab in the middle of everybody's day, but that's when I'm feeling pretty good about it, so we'll see. But yeah, it'd be great to see you again, and yeah, look forward to it. Thank you for the sub. I just can't do Star Wars. I missed the hype, and now it's just not good to me. Thank you, Danny. Thank you. You can get gold weapons. Oh, with the bolts, gold bolts later. Oh, I like the sound of that. I like some bling. Yeah, Dandy, I got to take that win. Like, I was expecting that to take a lot longer. Yeah, Carlos, I know you said you were going to try, but I have a feeling didn't you start with the prequels or something, and you're like, I don't know. I mean, I can kind of understand it. It's with a lot of things. If you don't experience it when you're young, when your imagination is just like unfettered, and you know it's kind of like. Okay, wait. Is it Kerwan that I need to get the surfboard for? Hang on. Let's. Nope. I don't know that I've found it yet. That's where I am now. All right, I can go back there. But the planet that we need to do the snowboarding or the whatever boarding on has not been unlocked yet, I guess. Ain't that slick? I found another 18-year-old in the chat amongst all the millennials. And Gen Xers. I'm a Gen Xer. I'm on the cusp, though. Born in 1980, I think that technically makes me like the youngest Gen Xer. I mean, not that it really matters. It all comes down to your like how you roll. You may be more inclined a certain way than others because of when you were born, but in general, it doesn't really absolutely dictate. All right, it was over here. Let's get our. Nope, not the suck cannon. Trespasser. Whoops. Okay. I grew up watching the prequels, and yes, young Anakin, a bit grating, but it makes sense to me. I honestly love Clone Wars era. Yeah, see, that's the thing, Danny. That's the thing. Like I said, if you grew up on it, that it's really. I mean, I will say this, that I heard, and this is somebody who grew up with him as well. And I'm not saying he's right, but I would say this is probably one that I can agree on, or I can see it more. I would argue that the original trilogy was not made for children because Lucas was not trying to capitalize on toys and everything at that point. When he first did the first one, when he set the tone for the first one, it was not for kids. It was kid friendly. It was PG, so it could be accessible by children, and children were fans, but it appealed all the way up to like adults in their 50s and 60s. Like it had mass appeal, is my point. Where I feel the prequels coming from George Lucas now with kids and been disillusioned as of Empire Strikes Back, been disillusioned with, it's more about the merchandising and that kind of thing. I think the prequels were skewed towards a younger demographic intentionally. And so they had more appeal. They work very well for a younger demographic. And if you grew up with them, you grow up still enjoying them. Now, probably when you get to be my age, just kind of like I can look back in the original trilogy and go, yeah, like there are a lot of weird things about it. There are a lot of, oh dear. You start to see the faults and the limitations on it a little bit more, is my point, I guess. But I was like, when looking at it like that, I say, oh yeah, if like, what are these things? What are they doing? Why are you doing things? Like, this is... Like, I got in here so I could do things. And now I am at an impasse. And I'm just saying for the Anakin, it's a pacing issue. Like, I feel like we could have had Darth Vader or Anakin as Vader or Darkseid Anakin as almost the entire third movie. And then you could have more of a gradual shift, or no. You could have done more with it. But it looked like Lucas had no intention of showing more. I mean, that's the other thing too. Like, Darth Vader's supposed to be this like badass Jedi, and all we see is him killing trade agent guys who like aren't even combatants. They're like, what are you doing here? No, please. He kills them and he kills younglings. Like, that's not... Order 66 took all the impact out of it. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff with the prequels, but understanding... And I like the Clone Wars. I like the Clone Wars TV series. Not all of it. There were some episodes that were definitely very, very childlike. But in general, I liked how Anakin was portrayed. I like Obi-Wan. I like how their relationship was portrayed. There was a lot that I liked about the Clone Wars TV show that I did not get as much of in the... Why? Okay, that's got to be for something else then. But that leaves me with a bit of a quandary, because the only known objective I have at the moment is to confront Robot Lieutenant. And that right now is blocked by this door. So unless there is a way... I mean, I don't know why I thought that would work. Maybe down here... I mean, that's really the only place I haven't gone. Yeah, everywhere else is explored. So I'm stuck here. This is where I need to go. But there's not even a panel. There's not a... I don't think bombs are going to work on this, but hey, why not? It worked last time, right? Come on, big brain. Okay. Swing shot isn't going to work. Suck cannon's not going to work. I mean, Trespasser, there's nothing to plug into. So yeah, I don't... That's why I thought that other door over there was going to be what we needed. I thought that was going to unlock whatever we needed to get in there was going to be gotten that way. That is not the case, it would seem. Oh yeah, we already found what was in here. Huh. There's gotta be... It was a wild hunch. Okay. There's nothing to grapple from. Oh, maybe I could just... I don't think I'm going to make that jump. I don't know that I'm supposed to make this jump. Nope, that's taking me off the map. That is not legit. Yeah, no, I'm nowhere. No, well, I'm gonna try it. I don't have a great feeling about it though. Oh, I waited too long to push the button. That is somewhere I can go though. I think I might need more firepower, more like. Oh, get it, grab it. What are you doing? What are you, no. Why did you not grab the ledge, you little doofus? You make me sad, sir. You make me sad. I love the design and feel of that level. Honestly, the music and sound design for this entire game is absolute cinema. It is very good. It is very good. I do like the presentation. I'm genuinely concerned. What do you think your next job will be? Bills to pay and all that? Don't know, Macro. I mean, there's a chance. I saw there was a job that essentially was paying me what I was getting paid to do editing for like an assembly line, like putting together computer chips. So hopefully it would involve a little soldering. I wouldn't mind learning that as a skill. I haven't done that before. I haven't done that kind of work, so I wouldn't mind something like that. And actually, it pays what my other job paid, but that's through a temp agency. Temp agencies typically take 20% or so. So if I get hired to that full time, or hired by them directly, then I could actually be making more, and then I'd be in pretty good shape. So we'll see. Not having debt is very helpful, because it means I don't have to make quite as much in order to make ends meet each month. But yeah, it's just hard because I've worked probably 20 jobs in my life, and none of them are jobs that I'd want to do again. Oof, that was close. Oh, no. Oh, Ratchet, you're getting way too close. All right. Yeah! Trespasser. I would absolutely agree with you that the prequel trilogy was targeted more towards children. I like the rare moments when Star Wars gets dark and gritty. Yeah. They are rare. And I think the nature of, like, the tragic nature, like, so, we got a little dark in the original trilogy, but that was mostly Empire, like, just seeing the good guys lose a lot, and Luke get his hand cut off and everything. But like the whole trilogy is an upward swing. It's not a comedy, but in the classical sense, where if it's not like people dying, it's like if it wasn't a tragedy, it was a comedy. Whereas the Anakin story is a tragedy. Like the very nature of it, the fiber of that prequel trilogy should be tragedy, not fun. Like it can have comedic relief, but it should not be 40 to 50%. Haha, here's some jokes, here's some quips and things. I mean, obviously it should get darker as it goes, and to have a juxtaposition, you'd have the first movie be more lighthearted. It should still have Anakin. They should have started him off at 18. You start him off where he's got agency, he's already doing something, and if they're going to say that he's too old at 9 years old to be trained as a Jedi, they can say that for 18. Like they could have had the same thing going, and you don't have the big problem of Natalie Portman, like literally the same actress from the first one is in the second one, but now he's her age. It just didn't make no sense. Oh wait, there. Wait, what did I do? Oh wait. That is what I want. Okay. This should not be that hard. What am I doing? What am I doing? No, I don't need that one. Yeah. All right, you know what? Yeah, so I think the prequel should have gotten mood-wise, like for what we were going for, darker. Whereas I mean, Revenge of the Sith, I would say is very good, but what hurts me about it is the potential. Like I wanted to see what we saw Vader doing in Rogue One. That's what we needed to see in Revenge of the Sith. We needed to see whether it was Anakin, like just with the yellow eyes and, you know, going all creepy, or it's him after he becomes, like, gets the mask and everything. I wanted to see Vader kick butt. And I think the emotional connection, like a bunch of Jedis getting shot in the back via Order 66. Come on. Really? Like that's our climax? A bunch of no-name, no-face guys just shooting Jedi in the back. No climactic, you know, lightsaber battles. Mace Windu. You know, we're not going to have him battle the best lightsaber guy and beat him. So you think going into the Obi-Wan Kenobi fight that he's awesome. No, we're going to have no. It was if there wasn't so much that could have been in that episode, I wouldn't have minded it. What hurt me was the potential. But if you ignore that, I think it's a fine movie. Or well enough. Some of the newer stuff makes it make more sense. Clone Wars Anakin truly shows Anakin's real strength. Yeah, exactly. Yep. Like you actually care. You see. Yeah, exactly right. Yep. The Obi-Wan series is pretty good, especially because they brought back Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen. Do or do not. There is no try. Do they give an apprenticeship? You don't need one for that macro. Like most of the jobs like that, you go in and they train you. It takes like a day or two. Like a day to show you what you got to do, and then another day to like work out the kinks, you know, any hiccups. Yeah, the decade time skip between episode 1 and 2 definitely threw me off at first. I'd actually like to see more of that time period. Young Anakin traveling around with newly knighted Obi-Wan. Yeah, which I mean, that kind of felt like that was. I mean, obviously, chronologically, that's not where the Clone Wars fits in, but that's kind of the interaction that, or a glimpse of the interaction I think that would have worked. Again, just having that age difference and then not having that age difference. You can't, I mean, Ewan McGregor, it's the same thing. Ewan McGregor and Natalie Portman, same actors, and they're both infinitely older than Anakin, and then suddenly he sprouts up and they even say it in the movie, she's like, you've changed a lot, Anakin, or you've sure grown up, and he's like, you look exactly the same or something. I'm like, don't call it out. But you know, but I look at it and go, okay, hey, look, you know, George retconned the prequel, the original trilogy. We know why he did it for Empire. We know we made Vader Luke's father, change that to give that amazing emotional appeal and everything in Empire, and the twist and everything gave it a lot more depth. The only reason I can possibly conceive that he made Leia Luke's sister was just because, like, what does it take to make Luke snap? That's the question he had to go, okay, what's it going to take for him to go off on Darth Vader? Because he already knows what Vader's capable of. Darth Vader already lopped off his hand. He's already, you know, tortured Han. He's tortured Leia. He's a bad guy. What can we do that would make Luke snap and just go off on him, to have that big climax at the end where he's now actually, in theory, trying to kill his father? And really, you got to introduce another family member. It's got to be something more personal. And I got to say, I hoped they tried really, really hard to find a way around that, because it just made the galaxy too small. like now the three, two out of the main three characters are related. It makes the kiss in Empire obviously very awkward, and it just doesn't benefit the series as a whole. Because again, Leia's thing is diplomacy. She is the diplomat. She's got a little bit of the warrior princess in her, but she has a good role. Han has his role, shady mercenary, willing to do whatever it takes. Luke has his role, but then now it's like, okay, now they're both Jedis, and it's just, I don't know. So I say all that to say, even the original trilogy had its missed moments and its lost potential. Oh, it looked like he just pooped out a robot.
You sure showed him.
I suppose I did.
Well, that's a weird looking critter.
Is your current occupation leaving a rotten taste in your mouth? Then you need to know about BTS, Blog Tactical Research Station. Hi, I'm Supreme Executive Chairman Drek, and we here at BTS are seeking motivated individuals to fill positions in these exciting careers.
There you go, Macro. Maybe this is my new
Fine
job.
Fruit tester, warhead assembly technician, mutant animal husbandry, robot repairman, suck cannon test dummy, and administrative assistant. So call BTS.
Oh, maybe
Build our
not.
weapons while you build your future.
I'm calling BTS today.
Now we're talking. Did you see all the cool gadgets they're making? Let's go get some.
No, we must continue our search for Captain Quark.
You're absolutely right.
I am?
Sure, we need to find Quark. Although when we find him, wouldn't it be nice to be able to tell him where Chairman Drek is?
I suppose.
Well, we go to the space station and talk to the scientists. They work for Drek, so they're bound to know where he is.
I am unsure about your logic.
I was
you
about to say
think
the
too
same
much.
thing.
Come on, let's go.
I will say, like, the writing has been good in that. It's fine. It's good. But I love the fact that, like, every single time I think something, I'll watch a scene and I think something, either Clank or Ratchet actually says it. In that case where he's like, oh, they'll know where he is. I'm like, I don't know why you would think that he would. Like, I don't know where my employers work, but and so yeah, it's kind of cool. There's a definite awareness there. The ease at which you're finding jobs is quite concerning. Are you sure you're living in the same job market as us? I mean, I don't know, Macro. Yeah, I mean, it's also the jobs you're willing to do. I've been willing to do whatever. I mean, a lot of people, temp agency, like, too good for temp agencies. No, I want a job doing X, Y, and Z. Well, I'm old enough to know you might not get X, Y, and Z, and I'm also old enough to know that when I like every job that I've had where I start at the ground level within 3 years, I'm doing quite well in the company. It's one of those things where it's just sometimes employers want to try you out. So I'm willing to start at the base. That's not a brag on my part. You're just willing to take whatever's in front of you. Like, heck, man, I'd do trash pickup if I could. That's early morning, good pay, solid pay. Those are hard jobs to get. Okay. Explore the space station. Okay, cool. Let's go. I think the idea was that she was 16 and Anakin was 10. So she was basically already grown, whereas Anakin still had to go through puberty. I can see what George's vision was for Anakin's fall. It was crazy to try to fit everything in that was needed to in that first movie. Showing up in the Ahsoka show was pretty dope. Yeah, it was good to see him get it. Well, I don't. Like I said, the prequels kind of that marked my departure from like hardcore Star Wars fans. So talking about OT stuff or expanded universe stuff, they call that Legends now or something. Like that stuff I'm well versed in, and I can still kind of get excited about. Prequels kind of marked where it's like, okay, Star Wars is taking a turn that no longer is like I've changed or Star Wars. Actually, it was both, guaranteed. I know I changed, and Lucas had changed quite a bit. I mean, there's a reason why. What's his name? I can't remember. Gary Kurtz, I believe, was his producer. He was a producer on American Graffiti. I think there was one other project, and he was his producer for New Hope and Empire. And he bailed. He bailed between Empire and Jedi because he said Lucas's vision, what he was focusing on and the way he was taking the story was not good, was not kind of like what they had talked about before, like Lucas had. And I mean, Lucas had just gone through a divorce. So there was a lot going on with Lucas that changed. And you can tell, like, Jedi is different. I mean, it was my favorite growing up. It still has, to me, the most emotional vibe of the original trilogy. Like, it is the strongest emotion at the very end. I think it's the most creative in terms of, or the most bombastic at the end, where you have 3 fights going on. Okay, the Ewoks, whatever, but there's still a cool battle going on with humans against stormtroopers on Endor. There's the throne room, and then there's the space battle, which is the best that space battles have ever looked in the original trilogy. So, had a lot going for it, but it's still, you could start seeing the wheels coming off a little bit. And so, I mean, like, it's got to be something pretty significant, a pretty significant shift in original mindset for your producer who's been with you through thick and thin to bail on arguably the most popular trilogy in the works of all time. You know, like, it was the biggest deal back then. So for him to be like, no, I'm not gonna go all the way with you on this. To me, that's pretty telling. And I think I'd probably agree with Gary more so. And then, you know, obviously, like I said, Lucas has adopted some girls after that. So, ooh, what's this? So it's a definitive fact that Star Wars changed since I was a kid, and I've changed as a person. So I haven't really kept up with it as much. But I thought
This shuttle has an autopilot which will take you to a decommissioned Blarg warship. Our scanners indicate that there may be useful technology on board.
let's go. Yeah, so I just never got to. But I know again this sounds like I'm slamming it, but there were a lot of bad lines. There's a lot of bad dialogue in the prequels. And like Samuel L. Jackson and Natalie Portman had careers before that, so I feel like the industry kind of gave them like they was like, okay, you did what you could with the material. Hayden Christensen, he was like an art house kind of guy, didn't have as much, like he was more of an unknown. He had some roles, but it wasn't. Well, hang on now. I don't think I'm supposed to be breaking stuff, but hello. I mean, those look like doors. I probably have to unlock them. Oh, no, okay. Oh. So I heard that he was in it and that he did a great job, that the lightsaber fight and everything was great. So I was happy for him because it seemed like he could have done more with the role, or it could have been better. I mean, but when you got lines like the sand line, it's just there's a lot. It looked like, if you see the behind the scenes, it looked like there were some of those in the original trilogy as well, but they got cut out. But yeah, Lucas doesn't write romance very well. I'm just gonna say that. And so he did not write Empire Strikes Back. Story by George Lucas. It was written by Lawrence Kasdan or something, and a gal. And you can tell. And it was not directed by Lucas. It was directed by Irvin Kershner. And same thing with Jedi. Lucas did not write Jedi. He did write the prequel. Lucas wrote New Hope. He did the story for Jedi and Empire. My two favorite movies. He was not a writer. He was a executive producer, and he was story. But the scripts and everything were done by other people. And I think that was the best result. The prequels were written by George. And they felt like they were written by George. Bless his heart. But like I said, hey, I am never down on anybody for enjoying anything. I think it's great. There was a target audience, an audience that was so inspired, so moved, and so that they. Oh no! Is that my punishment for besmirching the prequels? So I'm thrilled when people say they enjoy it. It was just a different experience for me, obviously. being 20 years old when they came out. Oh, these guys are vicious. Oh, I need to be using the suck gun. That's what I need to be doing. I'll remember that next time. I need the blue ball. Give me the blue ball. Got the blue. Oh! More blue balls. Oh, no. Ooh. They do get harder when they stack like that. Because they can attack when you're... Okay, we're going to switch to suck. Oh. Grubby little bastards. I got you now. Okay, I just walked in a big circle. Does Eliza keep in touch with you via messaging or something of the like? I don't know if she's been chatting here recently, to be honest. Yeah, typically like Marco Polo or something like that. But yeah, there's just different seasons in life. So, like sometimes, sometimes you see people a lot. Sometimes they kind of go. I mean, like Macro, like there was like 2 months where I didn't see you at all. Although to be fair, one of those months I was actually not active either. So that's not a. Oh, what is that? Oh, that is hideous. All right, our weapon is not going to work against that. We're gonna. What are we doing here? He was green for a second. I'm probably being overly cautious here. I don't need to be this. They're probably not that dangerous, but they look scary. They're kind of creepy looking. I don't like crawly, spidery, crabby looking things. No. Oh, I was down to two balls. Ooh, a big red button. Hang on. I'm definitely interested in the Legends content. I'm familiar with some, but not a lot. I really wish the sequel trilogy would have followed the twins. Yes, Jace, Jaina, and Anakin. Anakin was the youngest. In the expanded universe, he does die relatively young. I think he's like 11 or 12 when he dies, as does Chewie. But yeah, Jason, Jaina. Or Jason. Jason and Jaina. But it's Jason, Jacen. But yeah, the twins, that was cool. Honestly, like the books, so there's the Boba Fett trilogy, which is phenomenal. I highly recommend that, which is, it tells about Boba Fett getting out of the Sarlacc pit. I'm sorry, Disney's didn't work for me. But there was a trilogy that came out and it's got Dengar in it, and he's kind of like one of the main guys along with Boba Fett. And it's really well done, really engaging. It's called The Bounty Hunter Wars. Recommend that one. There is the Han Solo trilogy by A.C. Crispin, covers Han, like a younger Han, right before the rebels send off the plans. His girlfriend is actually involved in that, so it kind of covers his first love relationship, and also kind of informs you why him and Lando are at odds when they meet on Bespin. That was a really good one. Obviously, you got the Thrawn trilogy. That's a classic, been around. The X-Wing Squadron, that's a very good one. That is something that could still be made, because aside from Wedge, you wouldn't have to, like, there's really no distinct casting you have to reconfigure. So obviously, what's his name? I don't remember his last name. That's embarrassing. Anyway, the guy who played Wedge, he's too old, but you could recast him pretty easily. And the whole rest of the cast, other than a cameo by Luke, it's not anybody that you would recognize. So you could have this entire amazing, it's 9 books, so it's easily a trilogy. Luke in his prime and his interaction with Thrawn, his dark side love interest. Mara Jade, I don't know which one, but yeah, they do get married. They have a kid, Ben Solo. So that is very satisfying. There's several books in the expanded universe by different authors too, that's a great thing. Lucas said these are not official, like these are not canon, but all the authors were very keen on making sure they didn't step on each other's toes. So there is some overlap, there are some inconsistencies, but overall, you don't have like two different Han Solo origin stories. You don't have two different, like nobody says like, oh, in this one Mara and Luke get married, and this one they don't. Like they acknowledge, okay, if this book establishes their relationship gets to this point, the next book, if it doesn't take it a step further, it at least acknowledges that's a thing, and it doesn't subvert your expectations by being like, oh, well, yeah, it was set up for 3 books that they're kind of like moving towards a romantic relationship. And then it's like, Mara falls in love with, some whatever witch and Dathmar witch, and it goes on from there. So they're very good. I recommend them if you like reading. There's quite a few good ones. If you go too far, it does get a little strained, I think. But there's...
Thank you for selecting our automated self-destruct feature. Vessel annihilation sequence initiated. Please remove all personal belongings.
I mean, I kind of knew that's what I was doing. Oh, my balls! They got my balls. Oh, gosh.
Seriously.
I'm dead. Wow. That's brutal. Oh, dang. It starts me here? Yikes. All right. Music in this game is sick. It is. Does this game have subtitles? No, I don't think so. Let me see. Subtitles. It does. There you go. Now they hit hard. Take them out from a distance. Okay, yeah. No, I learned that the hard way, Dandy. Just now. You're absolutely right. By the way, you never streamed Xenoblade Chronicles since the moment you showed your copy of it on stream and said it possibly stream it. Macro, I haven't streamed a lot of things. I had no idea anybody... I put out feelers. I said, hey, what are people interested in? I put out Xenoblade. Nobody said anything about Xenoblade. You didn't say anything. Nobody else said Xenoblade. So I'm like, all right, well, maybe Xenoblade isn't a thing. And so, this is the first thing that I've played that has actually gotten more than 2 people going, hey, this is cool. Glad you're playing it. I mean, admittedly, it's Dark Souls was one, but there wasn't enough interest for me to continue putting myself through that. And we were going into the sewers, which was not a fun place to be. Have you ever played or read Star Wars: The Force Unleashed? No, but I bought it because I just got a PlayStation 3 recently, so I just bought The Force Unleashed. I have not played it. I don't know anything about it really. I've seen some cutscenes that are pretty cool, but when it does arrive, it hasn't got here yet. When it arrives, I'm probably gonna start playing that one because I've heard it's not a very long game, but it's a very intense and very cool game. So I'm very interested in seeing that. I've also got Knights of the Old Republic for Switch coming, which I have played that one, and I did like it. I didn't love it as much as I didn't dislike it at all. I enjoyed the game, but it was kind of the same thing. I didn't play it until 10 years after it came out, so the graphics were already aged and the gameplay a little bit and everything. But I did enjoy it, and I want to play it again to experience it again. So I'll probably do something with that. So Xenoblade, I hear something, and then. Yeah, Force Unleashed, and obviously keep going with this. Yoicks, says I. Don't try to melee me, buddy. Don't try to do that. I'm too awesome. But yeah, like you said, Dandy, I'm gonna have to attack those guys at range. They are pretty nasty. Are you still alive? Okay. Hey! No touchy. No touchy. All right, switching over to blaster power. First person shooter. Oh. Eat fiery lead balls. You're not in range. Oh no 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 no. Okay, okay. All right, I'm gonna have to have my gun ready for those guys because I obviously you can't run past them. So, are you gonna stream Xenoblade? I don't know. I do, Dandy. Actually, so Borderlands. I played the crap out of Borderlands 1 and 2. And I played through the pre-sequel once. I'm probably going to play those again for the PS3, just to kind of break them in, just to get some of that, get some stuff going there. But what I like about them more so than anything is first-person shooter plus RPG elements. I love that combination. I've been playing Call of Duty. I actually have 3 of the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 videos playing through the campaign. They're a little too intense for me to stream live. Just because you gotta focus. There's a lot of crazy, but but short answer, short answer, long answer to your short question. Yes, I do like FPSs. I do enjoy them very much. So not all FPSs, not all, but there's Battlefield 2, I think it's called, Bad Company. It's considered one of the better ones. That's coming. Oh, and then Resistance and what's the other one? Killzone. Resistance and Killzone were both apparently very good series, or at least they have a good one for each. They're both first person shooters with good stories, so I will be playing them as well. Oh yeah, there was a second one. The Force Unleashed. There was a second one there. Okay, cool. Well then I will put that down in the queue. Heck yeah, Borderlands. If you played BioShock. Heck yeah, Resistance. I do appreciate the enthusiastic all caps. I still need to play Killzone. Yeah, so maybe I'll do Resistance if you I don't want to spoil anything for Killzone. But no, I tried BioShock Infinite. I didn't get very far into it, but I heard somebody else say that they Infinite is a great game, but they actually enjoyed the second one better. I do have the BioShock 1 and 2 coming as well. It's great, man. You if you don't have PS3 or you want to play games and want to actually own your games still, PlayStation 3 games are still freaking cheap. I mean, there are some that are really expensive, but most of the games I'm finding in very good condition used for $10. So I bought quite a few because they're cheap as heck, and the system is $150 depending on what you get. I think I got mine for $126. So the system is cheap. The games are incredibly cheap. You can get a lot of them, and they're very good. A lot of them are still proprietary to the PS3, like Killzone and Resistance. Yeah, so I'm excited. Please stream Xenoblade or maybe Crusade of the Senti, Air Diver, Eye of the Beholder 2, Chrono Cross, Dungeon Keeper 2, or Planescape Torment, please. Well, Macro, since you said please, Xenoblade I'll put on there. That's the only game out of the ones you listed that I actually have or have coming. I mean, there's Chrono Trigger, but not Chrono Cross. But, all right, well, maybe, so really all I can do right now is the job hunt because I don't have really any other work to do. So maybe I'll put together a schedule. Dandy and Macro, give me in writing. Well, Macro, I know you're on the other side of the planet. Dandy, I'm not sure where you're at time zone. I can't promise to do it, but if you give me a general time when, you would be around to watch stuff, let me know. And I will try to schedule a 2 or 3 hour stream window at those times so that the people that requested it can actually see it. I mean, there'll obviously be, VODs afterward, but, I will I will try to do that. That way, like I said, you can actually...
Thank you for selecting our automated self-destruct feature. Vessel annihilation sequence initiated. Please remove all personal belongings.
Did it not save the subtitle thing? Because I'm with you, Macro. I'm not seeing the subtitles there. Oh, they're on. Okay, I guess...
Perhaps you didn't hear me. This vessel will self-destruct. Boom. In a matter of seconds. Please evacuate.
No, get it. Okay. Shoot it. I don't know that I'm gonna make it. Okay, I guess I did. I thought it was gonna be a lot closer than that. Well, I sure hope I didn't need anything else on that vessel. Kablooey! This guy's cool. He schedules streams based on viewers' time zones instead of his. I try. I mean, now granted, it is easy when you have kind of a full schedule. Like I said, whatever job I get is going to probably be, a 9 to 5 typical thing. So at that point, I kind of have to work around my schedule. But if I have a full day available, why not base it around other people's viewing ability or viewing availability?
This is Darla Gratch reporting live from
I don't know why the subtitles aren't coming up.
We just learned that Captain Quark will be presenting the grand prize at the Intergalactic Hoverboard Championship, which will be held here over the next few days. In related news, this planet has recently been suffering from an infestation of strange amoeboid creatures. The city's administration has assured this reporter that every step has been taken to eradicate these nuisances. Darla Gratch, Channel 2 News.
Goodbye.
Did you see that?
Yes, I hope that poor woman is all right.
She's
Exactly.
fine, I think. I was talking about the hoverboard race.
What a jerk. All right. So I think what I'm going to try is... Okay, it's saving. Good. We're going to save. I'm going to make sure it's set to... Because I'm thinking maybe it's quirky. So they're on. We're going to save just to make 100% sure. And then we will... Oops. And then we'll jump back in and see if it jump starts the subtitles. BioShock 1 and 2 are a different vibe than Infinite, a little more horror-esque, and I prefer it, but Infinite is still an amazing game. There's a part of me that wants to replay the Resistance trilogy. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. It again, I just being able to find, because the thing, like Borderlands, I mean, especially the second one. I mean, everybody knows the second one is amazing. I loved one. I logged so many hours, but it's the RPG and the FPS elements that really bring me back. Post-apocalyptic, or in this case, just a really messed up planet, isn't necessarily my jam, but if you give me good gameplay, I'll totally dig it. So I'm excited for something like Resistance or Killzone that are not like I like Modern Warfare, or Call of Duty, I like the shooting mechanics and everything of it, but like real world conflict, even if it's like fantasy or it's an alternate future, it doesn't have as much appeal to me as something where it's like sci-fi futuristic. I also have Wolfenstein that actually came. I was looking for. I'm trying to remember what games I got. I think it was the Resistance games. Whoever it was had packaged them in. It was like he was trying to sell a lot, not a lot, but like it was like the 3 Resistance games plus that one for like $50. So like, all right, well, I was looking for those 3 anyway, and if he wants to tack on essentially a free game to it, so I ended up getting Wolfenstein. And apparently